Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday to you.
Stop.
Happy birthday, dear Michael Christopher Gambita. Happy birthday to you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Funny Business Podcast. If you didn't tell by my horrible singing, it is Mike's birthday today as of this recording, and I could not start the show without singing happy birthday to my best friend and my roommate for life. You look like you're pissed at me, but I don't give a shit.
It's funny because you are the only person who actually sang for me on my birthday, believe
What?
it or not. I thought I was going to get away with
It's
it.
like 8 o'clock at
yes.
night.
I was
That's
like, yes.
insane.
And then as
Nope.
soon as you started singing, I'm like, son of a bitch.
I'm
But
always here for you, buddy.
I appreciate it, Matt. And, you know, it's quite the day. I literally, when I found out that my birthday was on a Tuesday, I'm like, hell yes, we're doing a recording that day. So
Absolutely.
very happy to have that.
Yes. So I did mention last week that I had a surprise.
Yes.
So I was going to use it for the live stream, but didn't have a good opportunity. So my surprise for you.
Oh God.
Now people are going to say, Matt, how do you have a surprise for someone over Zoom? Mike, please play the video that I just sent you on your text.
Oh, I was like looking
No one's
around
popping
like,
up. Now, for anyone not listening, this is not spam. This is a legit birthday present. So if you can play it in front of the microphone for everyone, if you don't want to play it for the microphone, just play it for yourself.
I could probably add it to
Add it to the.
I can add it to the video.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm gonna add it to the video.
Here's your birthday present.
Hey, Mike, how are you, my friend? It's your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. And I want to wish you a very happy 25th birthday. I know you're a big fan of mine, and I also know you thought my entrances were pretty awesome. That's why I'm playing the music. But I just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. Take care and God bless. Oh, and by the way, you suck.
So a little backstory for this. So for those of you that couldn't tell or don't know, that was WWE Hall of Famer superstar Kurt Angle. I went on Cameo and was searching for someone to wish Mike a happy birthday, and we landed on Kurt Angle. So there you go, buddy. There's your birthday gift.
Holy hell!
Yep. Also backstory. Last week, I was texting Mike at like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I was laying in bed. I was
Yes.
completely laying in bed. Like,
I
not
was
even going
acting
for
like
it.
I was looking at WWE tape, which I was because I was trying to find someone good, and just asking Mike, did he like this guy? Who's this guy? What about this guy? And then at some point you sent me Kurt Angle's entrance music with the "You Suck," which I knew, and then I just popped in my head, I got to get Kurt Angle to tell Mike that he sucks.
Holy shit. Which was funny because for those who are just catching up with us today on Friday, I think at the end of our live stream or recording, like it was weird. Long story short, Fortnite kind of cut our playing time because they wanted to get ready for the new season. Then the Rocket League, we just decided to go because they were having issues. And all of a sudden, I think we started singing the "You Suck."
We did.
You suck. Was that intentional or was that just plain?
No,
old,
I think you started it.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that was ironic.
That's so weird. Oh, that was what a surprise.
There was a bunch I was going to choose from. I don't want to put you down, but I could have gotten Rey Mysterio. However,
I bet he was very expensive.
I don't have the facilities for that one. Not quite yet.
Well, let's just say that Rey Mysterio is by far a more superior superstar than Kurt Angle. So
that's a fact.
I probably would have cried to be
Probably would have. I considered it, but
wow. That was that was such a good surprise, Matt. Holy crap.
Chock full of them.
Oh wow. Okay. My topics.
Take a minute to collect your thoughts.
Okay. Breathe. So, for those who are keeping tabs on me, which please don't. Today is my 25th birthday at the time of this recording. I have been mentioned that I am a quarter of a century. somebody also today at work told me I am halfway to 50. That freaked me out
Yeah.
more than the quarter of a century. So one of the things in particular that people always say is, oh, I'm having my quarter life crisis. Last week we were talking about something about our quarter life crisis, and I'm like, you know what, Matt? Why don't you make some quarter life crises? Is that the plural for crisis?
I believe it is. Yeah, crises.
So I was like, Matt, let's come up with a couple, see what happens. I still can't get over the freaking cameo that you sent me.
Right.
But Matt,
this will help you collect your thoughts.
I'm ready to hear what you've come up with as my quarter life crisis.
So I have 7 options. We'll choose
Okay.
from 7 of them.
I'm ready to hear them.
All right. Number 1, this is pretty much every college kid's crisis. Student loans.
Yeah.
Student loans are going to be up there.
Uh-huh.
Don't get mad at me at this next one,
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
but it is.
You really set the bar high for me.
I
to
did.
More get mad at you.
The bar may be broken on this. At some point, I'm not saying this is this year,
Okay.
but your quarter life crisis could be buying a ring, figuring out when to propose, and
Okay.
planning a wedding.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay. Jenna's going to like that one.
Okay.
You're 1 year closer to getting your prostate exam. That's not going to be too fun from what I hear, but just let me know how that goes so I can prepare.
Will do. Why did you? Boy, you researched.
Yeah. This next one I think is actually your current quarter life crisis.
Okay.
And I hate to bring up a sore subject.
Yep, that's
but
okay.
Getting your drone certification
Oh my
Might be.
God.
might be your quarter life crisis.
I did
At what-
pay off my drone, so
Good.
that's all set. I just have to take the test.
At what point do we get to a point in time where you have to go back and relearn the other sections that you already read?
Well, let's put it this way. I will have my drone certification probably either before or by 20 or after like first 2 months of 2021. I will now put a thing
Okay.
on me. The thing about drone certifications is you need to see here. I remember my stuff. You need to be recertified every 2 years. So I kind of have to be more so aware of some of the things that are happening in the world.
It's pretty
But,
intense. I know that.
I got to the point where I knew some of the common sense. I don't want to say common sense stuff, but I think I told you that to begin with. Like I feel like
Right.
I actually have my notepad still from when.
How many sections are there? 12?
There's 12 sections to learn from.
Okay.
I got through regulation and radio communication, which I considered to be pretty straightforward common sense. Airspace and reading sectional charts is what is killing me right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
And
already lost.
Literally said, this was when I first started. It said 3 and 4. 3 and 4 have stars on them. Airspace, reading sectional charts. They said that's the most you need to learn from, and it's of course the most challenging parts of the course. And I'm like,
Of
well,
course.
great,
Yeah,
great.
why wouldn't it
So,
be?
Yeah, that's a nice one that I feel like I may try to go for. So
I feel like that's the current one right now.
Yeah.
But these next 3 are equally applicable.
okay,
Trying to find the perfect setup and settings for when we stream.
yes.
It's a good one. Not knowing whether to buy a Miller Lite or craft beer
Oh my God,
could
yeah,
be one.
You're right,
Because we keep talking about how, like, off podcast, off the stream, how we're kind of getting bored of drinking Miller Lite and we want to try to spice it up.
Oh man, I
Sometimes you don't know what to buy.
I have to thank the Reeds for helping me out with that because Steve, Jenna's dad, got me into a lot of IPAs or a lot of sours, and this is not obviously a sour; it's an ale. But I'm drinking some Blueberry Thrill right now from our local Susquehanna Brewing Company.
Very good stuff.
Oh, absolutely delicious. But yeah, I'm starting to get kind of sick and tired of drinking water. There's
Yeah.
more times where I'm sitting here and I'm like sipping on my ale rather than my Pilsner. So
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good Miller Lite once in a while. When you keep drinking it constantly, sometimes you just want to have something with a little more flavor.
yes.
So that's
and
where the craft beer comes
the
in.
flavor also holds up. Like you don't drink it as fast, in my
Right.
opinion.
Exactly. It's a little heavier. My last one. This will be your crisis for the rest of your life.
Oh no.
It's been your crisis since you were probably 18. Social media updates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we talked about with Instagram, we talked about with Twitter. Like as someone that uses social media every day at their workplace, you kind of got to get caught up with this stuff. And when something new comes out, you got to figure out if that's going to help you or not. It's a whole big thing.
Yeah, Matt, you'd be surprised. I'm almost to the point where I'm still happy that I'm not ahead, but at least in line with like trends and like understanding them. There's going to be a point in time where I'm going to sit there and be like, oh, wait, that was out. Wait, that was happening. Wait, what? And that is the point in time where I'm going to be like, okay, I need someone else to do it. I need to manage this stuff. So
Could be coming closer than you think. Probably not super
Yeah,
close, but like maybe when you hit like 40,
okay.
I think that's a fair number to shoot for.
Yeah.
You seem a little insulted by 40.
I don't know. Like
45.
Okay.
Okay, 45. We'll settle with a 45.
That sounds right. Yep.
So out of those 7, what do you think right now is your current quarter life crisis?
My current quarter life crisis is getting my drone certification because
Okay.
I've been talking about that.
I think that's a good one.
I feel like coming in at a hot number 2. Oh man, I was so thrown off by it by a lot of them. There's
think-
one. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
There was one for sure that I'm like, yeah, like that's probably gonna happen, but I don't want to say it right now.
Okay.
It probably eventually will happen.
Okay.
Just not sure if I'm just ready to make the purchase and try to figure out that stuff right now because
Yep.
loans.
Loans. Student loans are number 2. There you go. Good answer.
I called my with the department. They're like they verified on my birthday. They're like, oh well, happy early birthday. I'm like, exactly what I want to be doing the day before my birthday is calling you guys. And the lady chuckled. She's cracking up. So it's weird. You get loans and like especially like school loans, it gets interesting because if you crack a joke with them, they'll laugh. So it's kind of like they understand, but yet they can do is help you guide your way through paying them.
Yeah. I think student loans is just everybody's crisis at all points in time.
Oh yeah, it's a huge crisis.
Yeah, that's all I got though. It was tough to come up with a good list. I think you pretty much got your shit together.
Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
I mean, a lot of them are just more so the, I guess the rite of passage per se, like a prostate exam. Like I can't avoid that.
No, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Loans can't avoid that. It's coming.
Nope.
But I think a lot of things are very good. But I appreciate you looking into that and checking that. But
Always here for you.
we're gonna switch some so that was the topic number 1 for today, but I want to switch topics because it's pretty relevant. So my third topic that I wanted to discuss with Matt, not even realizing the surprise beforehand, was actually talking about you finally having the WWE piquing your interest. And
Got
to
'em.
me, yeah, right. Can you believe that?
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got
him.
So I kind of wanted to know. So the topic is Matt finds his interest in WWE. How did you what made you stumble upon it? What made you get into it?
Like the WWE thing?
Yeah.
Well, it was more so I was just looking for someone on Cameo.
Oh, so you had the
Oh, this was
Cameo.
all part of the plan. Yeah, no, 110%. This was all circled around Cameo.
I literally feel like I was controlled by the FBI to make this decision.
So let me go through the thought process. So I was looking on Cameo. I knew I wanted to do someone from WWE, but I actually did do some research.
Right.
And it was pretty cool watching guys like, I think one name I threw out there was like Mark Henry, because he's just a freaking tank. I'm trying to think of other guys that was on there. The Undertaker was on there, but he wasn't available. He was also like $1,000, and I was like, nah.
No, I'm not that
But
much.
rewatching some of the WWE, like one thing I always did like about them that made me wish I did watch it while I was younger was the walk-up songs and the entrances, like Kurt Angle. Like that's just awesome. Like the crowd chanting "You suck at you," or like you hear the glass shattering and you know who that is, and like Stone Cold Steve Austin just banging the beers over his head, and you know the walk-up music I think was really I had a strong attraction to and still do. Like I'll be watching old highlights and hear a walk-up song, and now even I know like, oh, that's John Cena, that's The Undertaker, that's Rey Mysterio, stuff like that.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm like still speechless over there. So I forget what age I started liking it, but believe it or not, the first match that I ever watched was with Rey Mysterio. Now, the thing with all of our non-WWE fans or non-wrestling fans, Rey Mysterio is a masked wrestler. So completely just out of the ordinary, high flying, not fly highing, high flying.
Close enough.
Close enough. Superstar that did all these flips and moves and had his finisher, which was literally just flying. was just super cool. And my dad was very fortunate enough to take me to 3 events. He took me to 3 live events. And in that time, I saw The Undertaker. So that was it,
Oh.
and it was not expected. Like, there was no promotion going out. It was a total surprise. So when the lights went out, we were all like, what happened? And the lights came back on, and he was standing in the ring. We were like, oh my God.
That's epic.
The second one, what was the second one? The second one was a steel cage match. So I got to experience a steel cage match. Rey Mysterio was there. And what you were saying about Mark Henry, that's when he was first introduced to the WWE by, well, had a fun fact. Mark Henry, I'm geeking out right now. Mark
okay.
Henry originally started in the World Wrestling Federation, so years before it became WWE.
Okay.
As he played this role as sexual chocolate.
Oh.
So you should look that
Interesting.
up later. But like
I
put
will.
WWE at the end because we don't.
Yeah.
And then the third one, there wasn't too much of a significance. I did see ECW at the time, and that's Extreme Championship Wrestling. I think I did see Sabu, which was like really cool. But of course, like the number one thing was when I saw Undertaker, which, by the way, he retired after 30 years
Yes.
of wrestling. Not last weekend or last
Something
weekend
like
at the time
that.
of recording.
I believe so.
30 years, holy crap. And this man, they call him the
crazy.
dead man. Like, he had a persona that like was never broken, never broke out of character. And like, I saw him on an episode of Hot Ones, and it was like, this dude's awesome. Like, this
He was burned alive. He was
Burned
literally burned
alive.
or buried alive.
buried alive,
Yeah.
burned alive.
You just can't kill the man.
You know, you
He's-
cannot.
He's immortal.
the dead man, as they call them. So
Yes.
But no, Kurt Angle too. He had what was funny. So number one, he's an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling, like legit wrestling. And then he always had this promo that he won a gold medal with a frickin' broken neck. So that was the other thing. And then the way he walked in his entrance, as you guys heard in the video, was every time it went da da, they always said, "You suck." And the one promo we had, he got so sick and tired of it, he literally tried walking out to his entrance 4 times. And he's getting so upset, and he had the manager actually censor them saying "you suck" at the like not televised events. You obviously couldn't hear it when it was live, but
Right.
oh wow, damn dude, I
Yeah,
cannot
I
believe you got me
fooled.
into that.
Got ya. Got him.
I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, I still can't get over that. My parents are gonna get a kick out of it.
Played that off well.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I can't say that I am still interested in the WWE, but like having those are, priceless. Like
I feel like
those
it's definitely
things are
not the
priceless.
same as it was when we were younger, which is why I wish I got into it back then instead of now.
Dude, the bras and panties matches that they used to have with the deep. No, just kidding.
Whoa.
You never heard about that?
No, I actually did not know about that.
Not that it's.
Is that a thing?
It was a thing. So literally, it was bras and panties match, and it was female versus female. This is gonna get really stereotypical here.
Oh, okay.
Female versus female. The goal of the match was to get them down to their bras and panties.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So
Yeah. They don't do that anymore, I'm assuming.
no,
No, yeah, I can see why.
they have not.
I can see why.
They actually have legitimate wrestling matches.
Good, as they should. They are
Yes.
wrestling league.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. So, wow.
WWE.
WWE. Great, Matt. I still can't get over your surprise. I can't even freaking believe that.
I didn't expect this bigger reaction, honestly.
It just, it almost like, if you sent me something that like I knew, not saying I knew, but like if it was something that was so typical, like Tim the Tap Man. You sent me something from Tim the Tap Man, like, oh, that's cool. But you sent me something that was so out of right field that was
Yep.
super cool. Like, I
Yep.
couldn't believe it.
That's what I knew. I knew I had to do it.
Which even bothered me more because I literally kept getting emails for Black Friday from Cameo, and I'm like, it's like maybe I can. Nah. Well,
It's actually super easy to use.
Yeah, I mean,
Very easy.
Maybe we'll get a cameo someday if they ask us.
Maybe. Hopefully.
I was gonna say something beforehand. David Dobrik's assistant Natalie is her birthday today. Believe it or not. You know what she got, Matt?
What?
She now has ownership with one of the Los Angeles football clubs.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't think I can afford that for you. Sorry.
So,
but,
Matt, just as valuable as that. So.
It's invaluable.
Yeah. So again, Matt, thank you for that surprise.
No problem.
I'm probably still going to say thank you even throughout the sports
That's
section
okay.
too. But our final topic for today, we'll quickly go over this because I feel like we just are so overwhelmed with just such.
I do.
Today.
I do think there's some talking points in this next one. Though.
There is absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But Christmas is finally coming around the corner.
It's been around.
Time to start celebrating.
I've been celebrating for the past month.
Time to start thinking about what to get for your significant other, your mother, your father, your grandmother, your stepsister.
I've already got all
your
my Christmas shopping done.
That crazy uncle that's down in the basement that you live at, or that weird friendly neighborhood person that's across the street from you that always
Your dog.
peeks in. Your dog.
Your dog. Don't forget about your dog.
Or your pet. Your pet.
Yep.
You have a bunch
Cat.
of other things. Cat.
Frog. Lizard.
Rabbit.
Dragon. Yeah. There we go.
A quick story beforehand. I was taking a half day for work. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I said, I want to treat myself. I did get my birthday burrito from Moe's. That's
Absolutely.
why I'm wearing my Cinco de Moe's outfit again. I was like, okay, I'll go to Best Buy. I went to finding it. Long story short, I bought Beats Studio Wireless. Beats Solo 3. I forget what the hell they are.
The latest.
The latest one.
Right.
$300 the price tag was. I said, should be something cheaper. I got these headphones for $100 price matched on Amazon. I don't know how.
That is a birthday miracle.
The assistant store manager had to come out because the salesman couldn't believe that it was that low of a price.
That's insane. That is like a once in a lifetime opportunity right there.
So I still have to wait. We're still a little under construction. I still have to get a cord because it's not long enough to hit my recorder. But I'm sure next week you will see me in my nice, wonderful studio headphones. Even though these are nice. So Matt, we still got to get you some.
I'll get one day.
That's your birthday. That's your birthday present coming.
Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy.
Literally just get something delivered to your house. Mike, what's this?
What the hell is this?
But 2020 has also been a bizarre year too, Matt.
A little bit.
As much as there have been miracles, it's been quite the bizarre year, the dumpster fire of a year. So I thought, let's try to see if we can just add some sugar to this dumpster fire of 2020 and talk about some 50 weird Christmas gifts, almost as bizarre as the year 2020, as reported by the HuffPost. I don't know how this was collected to begin with, but there's some interesting things that you can get for said individual or item, as weird as that is. So.
Yeah, there's actually some weird ones, but there's actually some cool ones too.
Sorry, mid-drink. Matt, we're just going to throw it pretty quickly. The one thing that really caught my eye at first on the scroll was the Santa pick-me-up. It's a Halloween costume. If you guys remember back in Halloween, you guys remember Halloween costumes, there is one costume that has an alien blow up that is carrying you. Well, it's kind of like this, but it's Santa Claus. It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks wrong. The picture does not look good.
The hands freak me out.
The hands are bad. Actually, I just noticed the hands. Yeah, those are pretty bad. Those aren't good.
Very
this also, who gets dressed up in a blow up costume for Christmas?
Is it the same excuse as somebody dressing up in a onesie or a ugly Christmas sweater?
I think that's different. I don't think many people would dress up in this on like Christmas Day.
Okay.
Or like Christmas Eve. I think ugly Christmas sweaters are more acceptable than this.
Gotcha. Interesting. Matt, did you have anything that stuck out to you?
Yeah, a bad gift to start off, the Corgi butt bottle opener. So for those who don't know, it's literally a bottle opener that looks like you're using a Corgi's butt to open it. This is animal abuse. I'm just gonna go out and say that on a limb. I'm alerting PETA, and whoever manufactures this product is going to go to jail.
Yeah, it's a little weird. The description
Very.
is, who was it who said beer just tastes better when the bottle is opened by using an opener that looks like a butt of a corgi? No one? Figures.
Yeah, it's a bad one. And then and the very next one is a bear ornament, which sounds normal, except it's a bear on cocaine holding cocaine.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's fun. Like that. If you see a picture of this bear, that is funny.
That
Like,
is
I
very,
would
very
put that on my tree. Hands down, would put that on my tree.
Speaking of Christmas presents, Matt, this wouldn't be a bad one for you. Face pillows. So it's literally a pillow that is your face, and it's not bad.
Yeah, I know people that have like pillows of like their dog's face on them and stuff like that. I don't think
cool.
face pillows are that weird.
But I do have to say, immediately below that is a 2020 candle that smells like a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one because
It is.
2020 is a dumpster fire. Did you see the FU COVID sucker?
I did.
Yeah, so for those who don't have this up in front of you, it is a lollipop in the shape of a middle finger that you can just say FU COVID and just tell COVID to suck it.
Suck it. Oh,
Yep.
darn, you took that away from me.
Suck it.
I was going to say 2 words. 4. Literally going to be a whole WWE episode.
Yes. One more really good gift one. Did you see the building
Sexy.
brick waffle maker?
Oh, I was going to say the sexy elf costume.
That too, but
That's
there's
awkward.
a building brick waffle maker.
I did see
you
that.
make the waffles in the shape of like Legos and you can build stuff out of them. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
I would just be curious to see how long you can do it. Like, use the Lego blocks like legitimate.
I mean, you'd probably have to clean them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I would use this in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I don't know. The picture that they used, it looks like they tried to make like a dog or something. It looks really bad, but it looks fun.
Yeah.
Like they always used to say, you can't eat Play-Doh. Now you can eat your
you can eat
Legos.
waffles.
Waffle Legos. Notice how they don't have a building brick pancake
I
maker.
knew that was gonna
Yep,
come up. Okay,
Interesting.
so you take it down a notch, kid. Yeah, it's not making me happy anymore, kid.
I'm on the naughty list.
Yeah. See, they keep scrolling down, and it's not getting that bad. So, for instance, a LED smart mask. I don't mind that because you could literally see you smile, see you frown,
Yep.
see you do other things, like put words across if you want to, like stay away or anything like
I
that.
like that one. We did miss a big one.
Okay.
The work wannies.
The work wannies?
Yeah, it's a onesie that makes it look like you're wearing khakis and a polo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need this for work.
That's genius.
It's genius.
That is absolutely genius. Like if you're still working from home, you put on a work onesie, put on some like this guy's wearing navy dress pants and like a gray light blue button down shirt. That's awesome.
Oh wow. There's a dabbing Squidward that you can get.
What? Hold on. I didn't get that far. Oh
Squidward.
man.
Literally says
Scrolling
dabbing,
past the dragon mask.
literally said dabbing Squidward. Nuff said.
Yeah, I'm sold. I am sold. How about the book if you give a bunny a beer?
Hey, I probably know how that plot is.
That's what I'm going to read my firstborn child.
Your firstborn child named John.
There's dabbing Squidward. That's
Dabbing
sick.
Squidward.
He's pretty tall.
Yeah, that's a decent sized one. Is there?
Yeah.
Can I get this now? Let me see if I can get this.
What
now.
else do we have here? Pooping Santa wine stopper.
I like that.
That's not bad. I mean, wine stoppers. I feel like if you don't have a weird wine stopper, like that's weird in itself. You got to have a wine stopper that stands out from the rest of them.
Just FYI, everybody, dabbing Squidward is out of stock right now.
Damn it.
I was literally gonna buy it.
That sucks.
Maybe like 2 more. Oh, Bob Ross slippers.
Okay. Yeah, Bob Ross slippers are the best. What else do we have here? Oh wait, what? There's a Mandalorian ugly sweater with like a pop-out Baby Yoda
on it.
who, by the way, if you're not watching Mandalorian this season like Mike is, I highly recommend it.
Well, I was almost gonna say I don't have Disney Plus, but I have the bad excuse that I have 3 free months of Disney Plus because of Fortnite. So.
Yep. The season's very good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about all of the good ones. I don't know if you saw any other ones.
I mean, there's a portable green screen, but that's more so based on us setting up for our
Yep.
live streams and whatnot.
True.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like here's the thing: if somebody tells you what they want for Christmas, and this is a hot take, probably, Matt, you can agree to disagree.
Okay.
If somebody asks you, "Hey, I want this for Christmas," it's okay to get them that for Christmas.
Yeah.
In comparison to, oh, well, I wanted to surprise you. I'd rather give you something that like is meaning to you.
That you want.
Right?
That you'll use.
Right?
Yes. No, I think that's fair. No, I don't think you should always say, I want this. Mm-hmm. But if there's something you really like, hey, like I've had this on my eye, be really cool. Mm-hmm. Like there's nothing wrong with putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, Jenna even was talking about Christmas, and she just said, hey, I want this and this. And I'm like, okay. I said, that makes my life easier.
It makes the other person's life so much easier.
Yeah, instead of you wandering aimlessly and I don't want to say dangerously, but like in the world that we're in now, like possible exposure and whatnot, you're better off working, getting the stuff that they actually are asking for and want. So
yeah, saves you a lot of time searching online for different things and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, well, that concludes today's entertainment topics. I'm sure we got a hell of a lot more to look forward to in our sports segments. You don't want to miss it.
No, you don't.
Matt, I got to tell you, I am so happy we're continuing to make more episodes for our podcast.
You're so right, Mike. I really am enjoying hearing how awesome each episode is every week from everyone. It's so easy to do.
It is so easy. And we have Anchor, our sponsor for this episode, to thank for. Anchor is free to anyone that wants to start a podcast. It's easy for beginners with the creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also helps distribute our podcast so our listeners can tune in to their platform of choice, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.
And Mike, I gotta tell you, I was skeptical before, but we actually are making a profit off this podcast. We are still a small podcast, but it's nice to see the progress we have made with each episode with that money.
Yes, we are making it rain. Kind of. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm.
And who knows, you may start a podcast with your best friend.
That's right. Roommates for life.
Okay, let's slide into the sports segments for today. We have a lot of things to talk about, but what we're going to start with first is the college football history that got made this past weekend. So if you're living under a rock and didn't have social media or the internet, Vanderbilt made some history with their kicker. Sarah Fuller became the first female to play in a Power 5 conference game in a college football season or game, whatever you want to call it. So she did a kickoff for Vanderbilt in, I believe, the third quarter. And it wasn't the best kick, but it was a pretty good kick. And people were, let's get this out of the way, people were making fun of her because she didn't kick it that far. What she was planning to do was a squib kick. So the squib kick is not supposed to go far. So she did it perfect.
As much as I don't watch football, I literally said, okay, that was intentional. That wasn't, okay, if it wasn't intentional, it would go straight. And it wouldn't go that far. But usually, squib or squid?
Squib.
Squib, not squid.
Yep. No, not squid.
Sugar daddy squid. The squib kick or an offside kick, it always goes to the left or right, never goes center. So
yes.
I was really disappointed, but then it also made sense. There's been a lot of talk about how females are interacting within the sports world. And Matt, you could probably report better on this based on some of the things that like people are saying with like Serena Williams when she was complaining to the referee. And they were saying, oh, she was having a breakdown. But then somebody like tennis, Roger Federer would go up and complain to a ref and he'd get nothing for it. So there's a huge distinction between male and female sports. But then when a female hops into a male sport, then it gets super, super debatable / controversial in a way. And it really shouldn't. It really, really shouldn't.
I don't get why guys get so defensive over it. Like, it's like they have to have football for themselves. It's like, no, like girls can play football too. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a full-time kicker or even a receiver that's a girl. Like, it shouldn't. I mean, it should be a big deal because he was the first, but there shouldn't be the stigma that women can't play football because they can pretty much do everything that we do. It was an awesome moment, and hopefully she gets to kick an actual field goal because Vanderbilt just sucks. They crossed the 50-yard line like twice, and she wasn't in field goal range. But regardless, it was awesome. We have a lot of NFL talk coming. We'll start with, I guess we're going to call it Wednesday afternoon football. So the Steelers-Ravens game that was supposed to be last Thursday night got postponed because the Ravens have a huge cocoa outbreak, the biggest in sports. Steelers had a few guys test positive, but they wouldn't have affected them too much. So Wednesday afternoon football it is now. I'll say the same score I gave last time. Steelers 31, Ravens 23. And then let's get into the shit show that is happening in the NFL. A lot of COVID across the league. Like I said, the Ravens have some. The Broncos had to play a game this past weekend without a quarterback. I'm trying to think who else had some. Obviously, the Titans had some earlier in the season. Your thoughts on this whole NFL COVID situation before I give into my suggestion that I could give the league?
Excuse me. I first thought canceling it twice, the Steelers and Ravens game, is absolute bullshit. I really think that if you're really not controlling it, just forfeit the game. Like, why? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other statistical things that could play into it of a forfeit, but if you, it's the same as us. Like, when it was Thanksgiving, if you went out of state, you came back, you had to do 14 days of quarantine or a negative COVID test. Like, there really isn't any room for error as far as us participating in travel slash, I don't call it adventure, but that's the word that's popping out in my head. Yeah. But having the Steelers, and you enlightened me on this. This is the second time they got screwed over on a bye week, B, a primetime show, and now C, you have to play on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
That's, I guess that's kind of to sum up my opinion with the NFL, is that there needs to either be A, better protocol, or B, they needed to start forfeiting games because we're almost getting into January now and February Super Bowl. Is that correct?
Yep.
So
early February.
Why are we going to push? Are we going to push it to June? Like, what are we going to do here?
Yeah, I mean, there was a report that like the Ravens coach had symptoms and didn't report them and still went to practice and all that stuff. I think it does get to a point where if they keep pushing it off and they keep testing positive, then it should come to a forfeit. However, it's the Ravens Steelers, and the league's going to want that TV revenue from that game, so that's understandable. I don't want to blame the NFL, but it's getting to a point where it's just getting too inconsistent. So, like we said, the Steelers lost their bye week. They haven't had a bye week basically all season because the 1 week they didn't play a game, they still had practice up until Friday, which in a general bye week, they don't practice at all that week. We had the 49ers a few weeks ago had like 20 guys that they had to bring up from the practice squad to come up and play. But then we have games getting canceled for teams that have like 10 people test positive. So there's really no rhyme or reason between what's going on. And then you have a team like the Broncos this past weekend, where they find out Saturday they don't have an active quarterback, but they still have to play their game. So they had to bring up a wide receiver from the practice squad who did play quarterback in college back in 2017. So there's no rhyme or reason or logic between what's going on. So I don't see a whole lot of benefit. I see more risk than benefit for the league finishing out this season. So what I'm saying is, what's stopping the league other than money? What's stopping the league if they really want to get to the Super Bowl? Because at this rate, they're not going to get to the Super Bowl. From stopping the season now, take a 2-3 week break, add an extra playoff team. So 8 teams in each conference. You get an AFC bubble, you get an NFC bubble, and you just do the playoffs. Because at this rate, there's going to come a point in the season. What if this happens the first week of the playoffs and the playoff team gets corona? Are they just going to forfeit a playoff game?
What about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, exactly.
I love your idea. I think we've discussed this enough, where we literally had an organization like the NBA not get any positive tests within their own bubble.
And the NHL.
And the NHL too. Sorry, forgot about that. Yeah, it just not... Why try? Why try when we know there is a model? It's always saying if a business model works, why not take on that business model? If the NBA bubble worked, why not take on that business model of putting everybody in a bubble?
Right. And like we said before, I don't know if the bubble would have worked for the whole season because there's too many teams, not enough fields. But for an 8-team playoff in each conference, it's doable. Whether they're not going to stop the season now, I know they're not, but they should be looking at playoff bubbles, absolutely. Because if this happens during the playoffs, it's going to be a mess. And people are going to come at the league, whether that's fair or not. If it's on the players for breaking protocol, they're going to come at the NFL either way, and they don't want that. We have one more news story before we get to sports trivia. Under Armour and Steph Curry have had a long partnership. Steph Curry's pretty much been their biggest client in the sports world. So they officially announced yesterday the Curry brand. So now Steph Curry's had his own shoes with Under Armour, and one of the releases was bad. People made fun of the shoes, whatever. But I feel like people aren't understanding the, not severity, but the importance of this release.
The significance.
Like, significance, thank you.
Severity. This is awful.
It's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. We don't record this late. Jordan Brand was the first athlete that had like his own brand.
Correct.
And while we have all these athletes, especially basketball athletes, having their own shoe and they have their own logo and stuff like this is, all those guys are for Nike. Like Jordan was Nike. This is Under Armour's first player brand. Like announcing this Curry brand is huge for Under Armour. Like Under Armour, people don't know this. They haven't been around. They've only been around since like 2000.
Yeah.
And they're already like top 2 or 3 like athletic brands and like clothing and equipment and stuff like that. This is huge. Like this shouldn't be something that's taken lightly.
Yeah, am I a fan of Under Armour shoes? Not really. I've had Under Armour shoes at one point and I didn't really like them.
Okay.
But as far as the whole brand deal, like yes, Matt, there's a huge significance behind it because you had Jordan, the Jordan brand. Now it's the Curry brand. And like let's just say, for instance, like, yeah, LeBron, KD, Kobe at the time. Who else is another one that used to have his own shoe? Rose is Derrick Rose at one point. Kyrie.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin
Durant makes good shoes, actually.
Right. You have all these people that don't have their own brand. It's just a sub-brand.
Right.
Curry's literally this is the Curry brand. And, it may spike up Under Armour sales. It might not. Who knows? But it's a step in the right direction. And as much as I hate to admit it, I am happy for Steph in his business move of getting his own brand because the guy can shoot.
Absolutely.
He can't. The guy can shoot. Has broken records already, and I feel like he has so many more years with the NBA itself.
Yes, and I think Curry is a good first athlete for Under Armour to do this with because generally, like people might not like the Warriors, but Steph Curry's generally liked between all fan bases in the NBA. I mean, when he hits the 50-foot 3-pointer, you hate him, but he's generally well liked. Like he doesn't say a lot of bad stuff, and it's not just athletic clothing they're going to sell. So 3 of the important things coming out of this agreement are safe places to play. So they're going to be investing in.
Cool.
Let me get their exact quote here. They are going to be investing in, I can't find it. Here we go. They aim to create 20 safe places to play, 125 programs that impact young athletes, and deliver opportunities to train more than 15,000 coaches that will impact over 100,000 youth athletes. So this is something, I don't know if they do this with the Jordan brand, but I like this avenue for Under Armour because it is going to help increase the game of basketball and grow the game of basketball in the future.
Yeah. No, dude, anything that you can enhance experiences based on those safe places, like it's kind of scary that you can't play a sport that you absolutely love in a safe environment. Mm-hmm. And having this opportunity to do that just gives more people the opportunity to grow up and to play basketball and to possibly and eventually make it to the NBA. So it's like the what do you call it? Not the swan song, but like the miracle story of like, if it wasn't for Curry doing this safe space to play, this guy would have never been in the NBA. So there's so many cool things that are going to come out with that.
I love when athletes do this. Like, this is what athletes should be doing, is giving back to the community and all that. Like, we saw LeBron started his own school. Like, that's awesome. And
That is
now
very
Curry's
awesome.
doing this. Okay, I believe that's all the sports main sports topics we have. But now we have a special edition of sports trivia. So, since it is Mike's birthday today, sports trivia is athletes on their birthday edition.
Oh wow.
Yes. So, this is going to be you just guessing random answers because, yeah, I'm going to be honest, this quiz is kind of all over the place.
Okay.
Most of the time, you're going to be guessing questions about athletes' performances on their birthday.
Can I get 3 guess? Can I get like a certain amount of guesses?
It's multiple choice.
Oh, good.
That's multiple choice. Yes. The first 3, you're going to be guessing what athlete you share a birthday with.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm ready
Yes.
for that.
So, number one. What former National League MVP do you share your birthday with?
Okay.
Barry Bonds, Larry Walker, Sammy Sosa, Mike Schmidt. If you get like 3 out of 10, I'll be impressed.
Mike Schmidt, final answer.
Incorrect. It is Larry Walker.
Okay.
They're all pretty much like this, so don't expect like you're going to know it off the top of your head. Number 2. What current Chicago Cub do you share your birthday with? Yu Darvish, Chris Bryant, Javi Baez, Jason Hayward.
Javi Baez, final answer.
That is correct.
Yes.
1 for 2. There we go. Like I said, I just came up with this quiz off the top of my head.
Do you think I really know? Do I really share? I mean, I literally just found out like 6 people share my birthday today that are celebrities.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, cool.
Number 3. What current Philadelphia Eagle do you share your birthday with? Carson Wentz, Deshaun Jackson, Miles Sanders, Fletcher Cox.
Miles Sanders, final answer.
Incorrect. Deshaun Jackson. Okay. The next couple, they are related to athletes' performances on their birthday.
Okay.
Again, you're going to be completely guessing on all of these, but that's okay. Put you under the microscope. Number 4, the Big Diesel, the Big Cactus, Shaquille O'Neal, scored a career-high 61 points on which one of his birthdays?
Wait, he has multiple birthdays?
Well, no, but which birthday?
Which date?
His 28th birthday, his 25th birthday, his 30th birthday, or his 33rd birthday?
Give me the first 2 answers again.
28, 25, 30, 33.
I'm going to go with 30, final answer.
Incorrect. 28th birthday. I told you this quiz is a shit show.
I love it.
Number 5. Derek Lee, who was a former first baseman for the Chicago Cubs. He hit a home run 5 times on his birthday in his career.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's cool.
How many of those home runs came in consecutive years? So basically, how many consecutive years did Derek Lee hit a home run on his birthday?
Okay.
2, 3, 4, or all 5?
I'm going to say all 5, final answer.
Close. It was 4.
Ah.
So you're close. 1 for 5. You're still on pace for my goal of 3 of 10. All right. Next one. Brett Favre. He threw a game-winning touchdown pass in the final minutes to give the Packers a win on what birthday? 25th, 28th, 30th, or 38th?
Say that again.
So, Brett Favre threw a game-winning touchdown pass in the final minutes to give the Packers a win on which one of his birthdays?
Oh, I thought you meant the date, and I'm like,
No,
there's no such thing as a 38th.
No. 25th birthday, 28th, 30th, 38th.
30th, final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Let's
All right.
go.
You got 4 more left. Number 7. How many times has LeBron James played an NBA game on his birthday? Once, 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times?
7 times, final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah.
7 times is correct. 3 is 7.
Leave
Can
it up
you
to
get
me
the
to be able-
500?
Leave it up to me for a LeBron answer here.
Somehow I think this is your best performance on sports trivia so
Yeah,
far.
right.
Number 8. How many times has Derek Jeter, Stephen A. Smith says Derek Jeter,
Jader.
has played an MLB game on his birthday? 11 times, 13 times, 15 times or 19 times?
15, final answer.
Incorrect. It was 13 times.
Damn it.
Let me switch papers here.
Oh, it's a double. It's a
3
double.
of 8. Number 9. In NFL history, how many NFL players have played in the Super Bowl on their birthday?
Oh.
5 times? Or 5 players? 10 players? 13 players? 20 players?
What's the third answer?
13 players.
And the second answer?
10 players.
10 players, final answer.
Incorrect. It is actually only 5.
I knew it was going to be low.
Yeah,
I was
only
like,
5 players. All right. Can you go for a 10?
I hope so.
The last one. Which NBA player has never played a game on their birthday?
Okay.
Now, if you think about this, you might be able to get it.
Yeah, I wish I knew their birthdays.
Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kobe Bryant. Think. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kobe Bryant, who has never played an NBA game on their birthday. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Gonna have to take a shot in the dark.
Yeah, I'm going to have to Hail Mary this.
Okay.
AD, final answer.
It was Kobe.
Kobe
So
was my second thought.
If you remember, they made 8/24 Kobe
Yes.
Bryant Day because of his birthday. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, you hit the 3 out of 10. You did a lot better than I thought because that was a tough one.
That was tough.
That was when I had the idea in my head. I was like, "Oh, that'll be fine," and I was like, I had like 6 questions. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do for this."
Amazing.
That concludes the sports segments for today. It is time. We're switching it up, switching up the rotation a little bit. It is time for Dude. That's f***ing crazy. Mike, it is your birthday, so I will allow you to go first.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This was supposed to be Say What, but I feel like this is now our favorite segment to end the show. So since it's your birthday, we'll just do this and do Say What next week.
All right. So I thought about it because it is my birthday.
It is.
When you celebrate your birthday, it's really got morbid for me.
Okay.
Are you celebrating one more year or one less?
Oh, shit. I don't like where this is going, but dude, that's f***ing crazy.
Like, it's almost, it's so morbid.
You're right. You are right. Like, technically it's both.
Right.
But, like, you just don't talk about the latter.
Yeah, you always celebrate your birthday, day
Right.
of birth, but you don't really put
Yeah,
it in
no one's ever
perspective.
like, hey, you just turned 25. Only 70 more years to go. No one says that.
I hope not.
I would hope not, too. That'd
That'd
be
be
pretty
really
shitty if
bad.
someone's like, so when do you think you're going to die? I'm just trying to enjoy my birthday cake here.
Now, I know, like, people sometimes on their birthday, like, go and, like, prepare their will. Like, as weird as that is. Like, some of them will go go and write their will or have an associate or whatever they call it, a will master. I
think it's a lawyer. Yeah, there
Yes.
we go. The technical term.
The technical term, lawyer. Yeah, so
man.
I saw this and I'm like, huh. I mean,
That's
of
a
course,
good one.
Of course, I want to celebrate my day of birth. And,
Absolutely. I think everyone would.
But you're starting to celebrate losing your years, but also gaining one. So,
Yeah, that's true.
all right, sir.
All right. I have a list. I'm going to go with this one.
Okay.
It is impossible to buy a mirror that is not in used condition.
Not in used.
It's impossible.
Wait a
It's
minute.
impossible to buy a mirror
Wait,
that is not in used condition.
I just got that.
Yes. So I know what you're all thinking. Well, yeah, I know what you're all thinking. Like, Matt, you can buy a new mirror in the store. But think about it. Someone's looked in that mirror before.
Dude, that's f***ing crazy.
Yeah. I heard this and it took me a minute. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you can buy a new mirror. And then I'm like, wait. One of the mirrors to look in. And you have what? It still blows my mind.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the same with like houses, unless they're brand. I mean, even still, the cycle. You can never buy a brand new house or rent a new apartment because somebody rented it or bought it before.
Let's take it one step further. A sofa.
Ugh.
Someone sat in that sofa before you did.
A futon.
Yeah. Yeah, especially a futon at 14 Woodcliff.
Like a computer chair. Like, could have
Yeah, any
sworn
chair.
I sat in it and I'm like, okay, this is what I want. Like,
Yeah.
or sunglasses.
No. If you buy sunglasses online.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. Like I've bought sunglasses before online. I mean, unless they take them off the shelves. That could
Yeah.
be. There's a lot of things that you go that you use and you're like, you think it's brand new and it's like really not.
That's really weird, man.
Yeah. All right. Your numero dos.
Numero dos. Here it is. Matt,
I'm ready.
how did the first person... Wow, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Let me back that up.
Yep, take some time.
This old age is getting to me, my friend. How did the first person... Did I really type that out?
Are you good?
I don't
What?
know.
How many beers?
7. I
Okay.
don't know, 2. Okay. How did the first person learn how to read? Here's the most irony.
Hold on, say that again. How did the first person... Stop.
How did the first
Stop
person
the cat.
learn how to read?
Stop the cap, dude. That's crazy.
Right.
So, like, how did words... Like, how do we... How...
Words.
Words.
Use
words,
words,
man. Words, man. Like, did people just get together and be like, this sound looks like this, and then this letter looks like this, and then... But, like, the English language, like, an A can be like an A, and then, like, an A. Someone take my microphone away from me.
Here's another thing. You know what's even more dude, that's crazier?
What?
W starts with a D sound.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's so
Like,
weird.
Who, like, every letter is fine, and then you get the W. Not only that, but it's double, and then a U.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's even, dude, that's craziest.
Yes, it is. Yeah. They just threw, like, 2 letters in there.
I'm sure Jenna has more of a phonetic
Probably.
reason behind why we say
that's,
W.
We're the idiots that are like, could you imagine W has a D and a U? And then, like, Jenna's probably like, these fucking idiots.
Oh,
You couldn't make this shit up.
Well, we also don't know how to tell a countdown timer at all either.
True. Yeah,
I-
we were playing. We live streamed the Fortnite event, and then it said season 5 to be continued, and the timer showed up as 7 hours and 40 minutes. We're like, we have to wait a week to play this? Are you kidding me? On stream, I have it on video.
Oh, I can't believe we did that. But that's
We're
okay.
idiots.
We're a
Oh,
bunch
that's
of
okay.
idiots. That's fine.
So speaking of the English language,
Uh-huh.
my next one is related to this. So, your brain automatically translates WTF, but not LOL. Are you saying when you hear LOL, you think laugh out loud, or do you think LOL? Because when you hear WTF, you actually say in your head, what the When you hear LOL, you don't think in your head, laugh out loud.
Okay, now that you went through that, yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yes,
'Cause
exactly.
I'm
Like when you're
listening,
reading, you think LOL, but when you see WTF, you actually think, what the frick?
it's even like, oh, what's that? Do you feel like there's another like acronym that like we always like see? But okay, let me
SMH, you always think shake my head.
My head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even like LOL, you're like, haha, LOL. Like you're not laugh out loud.
Yes. That's like, did you ever see that tweet? This has nothing to do with this, but it's like, people shouldn't say LOL. They should type NE for nasal exhaustion. Because every time you LOL, you breathe through your nose. Can you imagine someone just start typing NE?
Nasal exhaustion.
Nasal exhaustion.
Oh man. No, dude, the English language.
English sucks. And I'm going to throw a bonus one in there because it's your birthday, and this is also related to the English language. If a word was misspelled in the dictionary, we wouldn't know.
Yo.
Yeah. Like, just think if someone went to type a word and they put it in, like, Webster's dictionary and spelled it wrong. We didn't know. Like baloney. 95% chance baloney is misspelled in the dictionary. 95. If you look at baloney, like the spelling of it, it does not sound like baloney. It's bologna.
No. Bologna.
Damn English.
I hate it. We couldn't even say the words.
No, we literally couldn't say the words.
Words nor English. So
yeah.
I'll just end it, dude.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow, Matt, what a way. I have to say,
What a day.
What a day. What a way to end my birthday too, with this fabulous recording of a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so like, I'm smiling ear to ear, and Matt did a really nice post today for us as far as it was our in-person podcast when we were looking at the
Ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper. I almost said the jalapeno donut. The ghost pepper donut.
It's okay, it's late.
And we're on episode 32? 3. We're on episode 33.
Yep.
And like, I just would never think that we would be already on to the 30s of episodes. Like,
yeah.
I've tried doing podcasts. I haven't even made it to 10 in some of my podcasts. But we're on 33 right now. Like, that's it. Dude, that's f***ing crazy.
That is crazy.
Like it just, but it on top of that, and I said I confessed on my Instagram comment thanking Matt. It was just like I always wanted to do a podcast with somebody, and I wanted. It was like so funny. Like when I actually became really good friends with you, I was like, damn. I was like, it'd be really cool to do a podcast someday. Like just the two of us, just like complaining or talking or ending up doing other things. Oh, who's cutting onions here?
Who's cutting onions?
But like it becomes something that regulates the week. Like I literally was
for sure.
I was thrown in a loop when we did our podcast on Monday to have it done by Tuesday, and then we wouldn't wait till Friday, and now we're doing it again on Tuesday again. I'm like, whoa, I'm like a little out of out of rhythm here. So dude, this was I wanted to say this was the best. I wanted to say it, and I will say this has been one of the best birthdays, as odd as it is of me not going out, or even Jenna had work too. Like it just was fun live streaming today, and the freaking surprise to Kurt Angle making a cameo, literally.
When you woke up today, did you think you were going to get a video from Kurt Angle?
No, I was not. And I was telling Matt, like I was like, oh man, like gotta get through my Facebook comment, like gotta get through Facebook comments of like typing thank yous, and being the social media manager that I am, like you have to reply to every single person. Like you can't just do an overall blanketed like, hey guys, thanks so much, like really appreciate it. So that just today really set the bar on how I have to do your birthday for
No, absolutely
yes.
not. No, absolutely not. But I'm glad you had a good day. And hopefully the rest of the birthdays get even better.
I think my one wish is for us to continue this podcast, and I'm sure it will, my friend.
Sounds like a plan to me.
If you want to see the video, we will be that's probably going to be the highlight for next week. I'm already calling it.
Sounds good.
Make sure you follow us on our social media. Matt, first of all, Matt, I completely got thrown into a tornado with this whole cameo thing. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Secondly, Matt went live for the first time ever on our Twitch channel, which is now going to be sort of our home base for live streaming now. So if you have Twitch, you don't have to create an account, I don't believe, to watch.
I don't believe so.
You can follow us, you can subscribe to us, whatever you want. Subscribing will help us.
But that is Funny Business EN on Twitch.
Like Twitter, Funny Business EN.
Just like Twitter, correct.
Right. And then secondly, if you're all watching the YouTube video, you might have noticed a little light difference with Matt. Matt got a ring light. And I have to say, pretty lit, man.
I'm a TikTok star now. No big deal. I found it cheap on Amazon, so I was like, what the hell, why not?
Matt was testing it out. Was it yesterday? Yeah, you were testing out yesterday. this is probably the brightest this room has ever been.
Literally, like, so people can't see. I have a ceiling fan with a light, like right in the center of my room. That light hasn't worked for like the past like 9 years, so we just can't get it to work. So
How do
this
you
is,
walk?
I have that
Oh, you have a
shitty
lamp.
ass lamp over there. This is a game changer.
Yeah, dude, you're lit, man. It's lit. It's lit.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on that note, guys, be safe. Wear your mask, please. Call your loved one up. Tell them a happy birthday if it's their birthday. And Cameo is a great way to surprise your best friends.
It is. It's actually super easy to use. You can click on the person, see how long it takes for them to respond, how much they cost, all that fun stuff.
So, not that we're any sponsored anyway.
Oh,
It was a very nice surprise. And Matt, that was my first Cameo ever given to me. So
really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So, first person to sing happy birthday to me, first person to give me a cameo. So,
That's what I do.
what I do. So, well, until next time, guys, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone. You suck.
I'm done.